Hi all, welcome to the 8th part in this series on how to create your very own text editing Go programming language. So in this video we'll implement a routine to handle the enter key press. So wherever user presses the enter key, it should break the line like this. And if it starts like from the beginning, just move it downwards. Meanwhile, insert a new line. So that's the exact feature we're supposed to be implementing in this video. So I just want to scroll down, and after the delete rune here, let's create a function called func insert line. So again, it's the matter of potentially splitting the existing line, the current line, the cursor is currently into two parts. So whatever the length will be for the left and the right part, it might happen that if cursor is here, then the length for the left part is equal to 0. But anyway, we need to define this both right and sort of left line. So right line is everything goes from the cursor to the right, and left line everything goes from the cursor to the left. So let's implement the following things. So I say right line, dynamically assigning the variable here. So I just want to make some memory for it, and this would be the type of rune, which is the data type for a buffer row, and text buffer indexed by the current row, and the current column sliced from where the cursor is and to the right. Okay, then we need to populate it. So I say copy and a right line to be populated with whatever available within the text buffer indexed by the current row, indexed by the current column, sliced from where the cursor is and to the right. So now we got a copy of, say, here is the cursor. So now we got the copy whatever goes to the right in this variable, which is the right line. Okay, next thing, do the same for the left part of the line. So I define the left line here. And again, make some space. So this is going to be the type of rune, and text buffer indexed by the current row, index now from the beginning and to where the current column is pointing to, and populate it. So copy to the left line, want to copy whatever within the text buffer indexed by the current row, index from the beginning of the line and up to the current call, where the current call is. Now I want to say current row plus incremented, and also current column is going to equal to 0, because every time we press enter it just goes to the very first line. Now we need to create a new text buffer because we need to append one more line to the existing text buffer. So first let's make some space for it. So I say make slices of runes here, and this would be the length of the text buffer plus 1, because we do insert one more line here. Now let's also populate whatever goes into the text buffer before the current row. So I simply say copy, and to the new text buffer it goes whatever is the text buffer, and from the beginning and up to where the current row is. And then we need to say that the new text buffer indexed by the current row is equal to the right line. So the current row we just put in whatever is available within the from the cursor to the right. So then you remember that the current row is now not the one where we were, but current row plus. It's sort of the next line. So if I press enter here, so this is the current row. Okay, So the right line assigning this, and then I want to say copy, and the new text buffer sliced from current row +1 and up to the very end of the buffer, and populate it with whatever available within the text buffer indexed by the current row and up to the very end of the text buffer. And finally, point the existing text buffer equal to the new text buffer. And that's basically it. So if I did everything properly, this should now work. But before we test it, here within the process key press, we need to add one more case. So here I say case termbox dot key enter, and I want to say if mode is equal to 1, which is the editor, which is the edit mode. In this case, I want to insert line and say the modified flag equals to true. Okay, so far so good. So right quit, let's try to build and run, see if this works. Yeah, here obviously this is the length, I'm sorry. So this is the length. Yeah, as well as here. Yeah, just forgot to put the length all the way along. Here we want to dynamically assign the variable. And we're done. So let's try with the file here. So in the view mode, nothing happens. In the edit mode, okay, so it does not. So I'm not quite sure if this is the rendering bug, or is this a rendering bug, or I messed up with something. I can quickly check this. Yeah, we just forgot adding the left line here basically. So just after we've initialized this, populated the left line, we need to make sure that we say text buffer indexed by the current row is going to be equal to the left line, and see if this changes something. Should actually, yeah, now it seems like the enter key is actually working properly, so splitting wherever, and we got the exact behavior we've been looking for. Alright, so now let's test this on Windows. So I say wine task mgr, and I say file new task command line, and here I say ego.executable e.go, and go in. So in the view mode nothing happens. In the edit mode we do this splitting of the line, or just going downwards, and you see like the number of total lines is also being affected, obviously, because we're literally adding new line every time, either splitting the line or just adding an empty line. Yeah guys, so starting from this point, this already looks like a real text editor. So the only thing it really lacks now is the ability to store the modified version of the file to the hard drive or whatever storage you have. So yeah, probably the next step to do is to provide the write file function, but that is going to be covered in the next tutorial. This is it from my side, and I'll catch you up in the next video.